This is Brad at Brad's Home Center, and we are continuing with our Cheap Eats. And today it's Friday and you're out of money, and what am I gonna feed my family tonight? It's gonna be S.O.S. Save Our Souls or Blank on a Shingle. Would we do the standard S.O.S. or would we do the Brad Enhanced S.O.S., which makes it special? I can't help myself. We're gonna do it better. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna saute some onions. Heat up the pan, a little oil, 1 onion. And once again, we're just going to clarify these. We're not going to caramelize these. Now, normal S.O.S. doesn't get the caramelized onions and does not get the corn. It's just meat and a roux. But we want to eat better, don't we? What's the good of eating something that doesn't taste good? Look at that. Onions are already starting to turn color. See that brown and caramelization happen? They're starting to get clarified. And what are we going to do next? So we're just going to add our ground beef into the onions. Taking up some of that pan goodness. Now we're going to dump in the corn and get that warmed up too. And what do we call that? That's a stretcher. Because ground beef is $4 a pound. Corn is about 80 cents. So you've just lowered your cost per serving, and look, it looks better. Now we're going to take that off and start our roux, which is the gravy. Make a roux with any kind of fat and flour. Now, all of you who've been following me know that I have pre-cooked my flour so I can make an instant gravy, because this is what flour looks like coming right out of the box. This has been in that 400-degree oven, been toasted out, so it's going to be an instant roux. And we got a lot over there, so we're going to use an entire stick of butter. There we go. You want to turn it into just about lumpies like that. And then we add the milk. Oh, look at that. Don't let me out of the house. And you add the milk a little bit at a time until you get that wonderful gravy consistency. Excuse me while I get some more milk. All right, and we're back. When you're adding more milk, we are going to feed a horde with this. And what we want to do is go from a paste to a gravy-like consistency. And there's no real formula. You just keep adding milk till you get there. And if you ever want to ruin your cooking experience, and I mean ruin your cooking experience, cooking is art. it's not science. And what I mean by art, it's not precise measurements. You cook to taste, you cook to thickness, you cook to flavor, because flour's gonna be different, your milk's gonna be different, your butter's gonna have a different fat in it, and you just cook it the way you like it. Look at that. That's starting to look good. And you know how you test if your gravy's right? You take a spoon and see if it coats the back and wipe it off. Now, that needs salt, pepper, and flavoring. Doesn't taste like anything just yet. And just because we want to have it taste really good, a little W sauce. Coming up there. That's much better. Because I remember when my parents used to serve me this, and you had to look to see where that cream chip beef was. Look at how this stands up. There's nobody who's going to complain about that meal. And you know what I say? Never trust a skinny chef. Why? Because he hasn't tasted his food. That is good. Needs a little more. Still just slightly flat. Of course, what do we say? Got to taste it one more time. Got to make sure it's right before you serve it. That tastes like something now. I guarantee that you'll be happy with a serving of that. All right, guys, S.O.S. test 1. That looks like a yes. Save our souls with onions, corn, Worcestershire, salt, pepper, flour, butter, and a pound of ground beef. If that doesn't make a belly buster, I don't know what does. This is Brad at Brad's Home Center in Cheap Eats and Good For You. Look us up at Brad's Home Center, the kitchen guy at 3410 High Street, Portsmouth, Virginia. Remember to like, share, and tell us what you want for Cheap Eats next.